Technology, we're figuring it out. Okay, guys, we are live here, and I am so thrilled to introduce to you Marci Moskowitz, Miss Marci Lynn on Facebook. So please be sure to add her as a friend because you are going to hear a lot more about her. Okay, thanks for being here, Marci.
Thank you.
All right, before I turn the microphone over to you, I got to talk about you for a minute. So you just sit there and look pretty, girlfriend. Okay, so I'm not going to even act like I've been here before, you guys. This is so new. This is so fun. Marci is going to be our first official Hearts Unleashed coach besides myself, right? She's our first edition, our support coach. She's an ontological life coach. And I want to kind of lay out a little bit of history because she is getting started full steam ahead. This has been years in the making, and I mean it. We met back in 2018, sitting in a pool in Chandler, Arizona. I was reading the 4 Agreements, and Marci walks up and is like, hey, can I ask you a question? And it turned into an hour conversation. It turned into taking her back to my apartment to give her a copy of my book. And she totally started transforming her life from there. And I'm going to let her share that story. But I didn't hear from Marci again really until November of 18. So from August to November, she hits me up and says like, hey, I am ready to do some life coaching and work together. And so she started with the Time to Shine program and transformed her life like crazy in such a way that then she took on accomplishment coaching, which is the same certification program that I went through. And it's, again, you hearing that big word that I used to use all the time, ontological, which is the study of the nature of being. And so that kind of coaching is different than saying, I'm a business coach, I'm a consultant. It's really going into who you are and how who you are creates the life you've got. And so I know her training, I trust her training, and then I'm some of her training. So no big deal. So then after Time to Shine, she did the Unleashed program, which is my self-mastery course. And I was really excited to have Marci in that Unleashed program because it's around the 8 pillars of empowerment. And I know this woman to be a leader, and I got to watch that evolve even more. And so much of our getting to work together was born out of, hey girl, you ready to be the leader? You ready to be the coach that you are? And she's a yes to that. And to just really solidify this, the work that's going on, that has been going on behind the scenes, is my programs are the book club and Time to Shine and Velocity and Unleashed. And in the fall, Fluidity will be coming out. And so Marci's done 3 of these 4 programs and is currently in the Velocity program right now. So in such a way that she is totally ready and excited to get started with her first book club next week. It launches March 19th at 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern. So if you guys get excited about this interview and you want to be a part of Marci's book club, it is open and ready for enrollment. So that's my intro. That's my loud and proud. Thanks for being here. Tell us a little bit about you, Marci.
Thank you so much. I love hearing your perspective of the story. And I just have to say, going back to when we first met, it's amazing to me where we started and where we are now. And I'm right here getting ready to work alongside you. So I couldn't be more excited, more proud, and more grateful just to be here. So thank you.
Yeah.
I just want to touch on a couple of things that you said. We did meet at the pool, and it was so funny because I'm such an introvert, and at that point, I was very much a suffer in silence kind of person to make sure everybody else is happy, and then I'll deal with the consequences. And there was something about being around you where I said, I need to talk to this girl, this woman. I have no idea who she is. She has no idea who I am. And I kind of just opened my heart and spilled it out to you. And that was a day that changed my life. And I have to say, after my first conversation with you, I was a different person. And like you said, we had a gap in time from where we didn't speak, but for some reason, I felt like every message you were putting out there, you were speaking to me. And that's when I joined the Time to Shine program. And through that program, I kind of walked into it like, I have no idea who I am in this world. I know I'm existing. I know I'm meant to do something, but who is Marci? I knew the what's about me. I knew I was a teacher. I knew I was a powerlifter, a bodybuilder. I liked the gym. I was a sister. But you asked me a question. You said, who are you? And I gave you all those answers. You said, yes, but who are you? And I was like, wow, help. And now I know, and I say with confidence, and I walk around every day, and I know I am heart, I am grace, I am bliss, I am radiance, I am power. And I just embody those words every day. And it's thanks to the program that you created and the program that I am so excited to share with other people and to actually be able to work with people with through that program.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Question, and we'll go, you can keep sharing about like the timeline or anything, but like, who are the people that you want to work with?
yeah, I love, I love that sticky, gooey, beautiful journey of trying to figure out who you are. And I know in the beginning, to me, it always seems so cliche when people said, you know, the beauty of getting to know who you are. And I was like, but when you go into that, it's like, wow, there is so much. And you keep peeling back these layers of who you are. So the people I would love to work with is somebody who's on the beginning of that journey and they really have no idea what they're getting into, but they're ready to trust themselves and trust somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Say, okay, let's go through this. You know, maybe you are, you know, okay with where you are in life, but no, you're meant for something greater, but you just don't know what is.
Mm-hmm.
And just living to the fullest expression of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to work with somebody in the beginning of their transformation. And it's just such a beautiful journey.
Yeah. I'm so excited. You guys, you see her over here. Okay, I'm a quick like geeking out right now and just talk about for the fact that like, so for anybody listening and really into what you're saying, that stage is self-discovery. And the two programs that we have in Hearts Unleashed for that process, that journey, is the Hearts Unleashed book club. That's the dipping your toe in what's coaching about, what are they offering, what's this, you know, and it's a place where you can come in and read the transformational book, Giving Up, the Memoir of a Quitter. That is my first book, and it walks people through giving up the life that doesn't suit you anymore in order to grab onto a life that you love and are passionate about. And so I want to ask you to kind of talk about your experience in that, but then the other program that we offer in the stage that Marci's talking about is Time to Shine, which is the self-discovery program. And there's two phases of that as well, which is restorative coaching, meaning getting unstuck, getting all that lack of clarity, that searching, like she said, the sticky, ooey gooey part is like working through that. And then once you're back into your power, because we do the restorative coaching, once you're back in your power, it's then transformational coaching where you're like, I am very clear about who I am and this is what I want to do. Because I'll never forget when Marci, like during the Time to Shine program, she's like, I know who I am and I want to coach like you do. And I was like, yeah, you do.
And here we are.
Yeah. So take it from here. What's your experience been?
Yeah. Well, what I love about the book club, I just want to speak to that for a moment. What I love about the book club is we get to see your transformation and read about your transformation, but it's not like we sit and we dig into your transformation. We use that as a springboard for, okay, what does this mean for me? How do I relate or not relate to what Abigail went through? And the questions that you have at the end of the chapter, we really dive into those, and it gets you thinking about your own transformation and where you are, whether it be the beginning, middle, or what you feel like is the end. Book club for me was a great way to have your transformation as an example, but really dive into ways of thinking about my own that I might not have otherwise thought of.
Awesome. And then what did you get out of getting to also witness other people's transformation or maybe watch the coaching occur?
I love that. I was just thinking about that. First of all, the connection that you build with these women, because you're all in this vulnerable space that can be really scary, but through the program, you learn to love each other and support each other through it. So it really is a great practice in vulnerability and authenticity. Be able to say, hey, I'm going through this in front of other women, but they're going through it too. So there's just an incredible amount of unconditional love and support. And then I found also as a participant going through the book club while you were coaching other people, the questions that you were asking them, I was asking myself, but also when they shared their experience, I said like, I think I feel that also. And it got me thinking about my own interpretations of it or how I was going through that as well. So there was so much benefit in hearing the other stories as well and just sitting back and hearing that.
Yeah. And then, so you're going to be launching your first book club next Tuesday night. And so what do you hope to provide for, or what would you love to say to anybody considering being in the book club?
Yeah. It's such a different experience. The women that I met, though I may not speak to them all the time now, I think of them often. So looking for a sense of connection, authenticity, vulnerability. This is a group where we really do create that. Um, and just the process of the transformation, to have other people going through it with you, because it can be quite scary to take on something like that by yourself, but to have other women around you who are doing the same thing and doing the same work,
Mhm.
it really provides a safe place. So if you're looking for that type of thing, you're transforming, you're kind of in that caterpillar getting ready to be a butterfly kind of thing. This is the place for you. And there are other women that are out there looking for the same thing. And we're just here to love you and support you and let you be your fullest self and show you that you can be that every day in the world.
This isn't going to get old at all. I'm going to keep laughing. It's so great because you're hitting the nail on the head. And what I often refer to, and I set it up in call number one, is like, this is a sisterhood of support. And sorry, gentlemen, this is a sisterhood. The Hearts Unleashed Book Club right now, the way that it's structured is we welcome in women of all ages, and still working on a really cool support structure for men in that capacity. So, or maybe a different book in a different book club, but this one is for women, and it's really an amazing sisterhood of support. Like, I love that you say, even though I'm not directly in their lives all the time, I think of them often. That time in my life really was a launching pad for transformation. And I've had women, some are in one group, and then some come into multiple groups until they then transform, ready to do maybe some one-on-one coaching. So there's so much transformation and development and evolution available. So just thanks for laying the groundwork for that. And then, so what, besides like doing the work or like getting coached yourself, what really inspired you to become a coach?
My purpose in life is passion. And I am a teacher and I love teaching. And I find that this is just another avenue of teaching. And what I want for myself and for other people is to live their passion day in and day out. And through this work, I found that that is possible. So to give somebody else that gift would just be living into my own purpose.
Mm.
I always say that, I mean, not to go back to you, but to go back to you, I always tell everybody that you gave me the gift of my life. And that is something that I would love to share with the rest of the world. If I could coach everybody, I would. But, just making the difference in one person's life would be huge. And I just think it's possible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love it. I love it. And, we've asked about who your ideal client is, who would be welcome into the book club, and who you are as an energetic being. Is there anything else you want to say about like who you are as a coach?
Mm. I have a couple things that are coming to my mind. And tell me if you think of something different, but what comes to my mind right now is just as a coach, I hold space for people to be themselves and to work things out. And I know as a coach, we hold up a mirror and we say, what do you see in the mirror? And we just reflect things back and we allow this space. I also have a lot of background in fitness, being a bodybuilder and a power lifter. Oftentimes, you break this image of what a female may typically look like. And I would love to bring that into my practice, whether it be now or eventually, working with women who, it could be directly with fitness, who just want to be strong and seen as strong, and that is okay. That's, femininity and strength and being strong can all exist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love that. And no, it's like you see, you are you, and it's just an invitation to share that, to continue to connect with those who are ready to work with you, because, you know, I see you as both of those things, the mirror, the honest and clear reflection, and then also empowering a powerful woman, right? Like, because we think that strength or power pushes the envelope of what's an acceptable female or like what's woman, and to be able to completely break up constructs and recreate the relationship to our power and our strength, our divinity, our light, right? Like, again, back to radiance and being radiant, is that we can shine as we are, we can be as we are, and we can get paid to be as we are. And so like, that's been such a fun journey with you, to watch you say like, I can get paid to be me, you know. It fit as teacher before, or it fit as maybe fitness coach before, or some type of that way, but it can fit any way that I say. And so let's start to wrap that up. Who do you say that you are?
I am heart, I am radiance, I am power, I am bliss. I am a coach, and I'm just ready to be that every day in the world.
Yes, ma'am, you got it. And so how can people reach you? How can they start coaching with you today?
Yeah, so can I give my number to reach here and my email? Okay, so you can send me a text or a call at 845-323-7265. If you send me a text, just send your name and what you're interested in. I will be starting a book club next Tuesday at 6:30. So if you're interested, that will be with the Memoirs of a Quitter book that we spoke about. You can reach out to me on Facebook, Marci Lynn. And my email address is Marci, MARCI, at marcilynncoaching.com, which is another way to reach me.
Awesome. And we'll make sure, what I'd like to invite you to do after this live is to jump on there and then just add in a comment in the comment section, all of those links or where they can reach you. And if you want to sign up for the Hearts Unleashed book club, you can go do that at abigailgazda.com, or you can reach out directly to Marci. And if you want to get to know her more, if maybe you have a few more questions, you can reach out to her, you can reach out to me, and you can also email hearts@heartsunleashed.com if you have any other questions. Marci's an amazing woman, and I literally trust her with the name of my company. She's our first Hearts Unleashed certified coach. And so that means she is certified to coach any and all of our programs. Full trust, full love, win-win, all the excitement in the world. And it's really exciting because, you know, I had to constantly check myself throughout her growth and transformation. I'm like, girl, I want you to do you. I want you to shine as you. And I want you for myself. So this has been it's been a strategic balance and dance in order to get to this point where I can say she's our coach too, like dibs, claiming.
I love it.
And full levels of celebration, just like so excited to have you. And I really wanted to do this live, not only for you to continue to kick off what you're creating, but to have the Hearts Unleashed, the Growing Gratitude community, the book club community, what else do we have? The Hearts Unleashed podcast community. Like I want everyone to meet you, and you're going to get to have your introduction email on the beat coming up this Sunday. And so everything we want you, like if you're involved with Hearts Unleashed, it's going to be really fun and exciting to get to meet Marci more and more, because she'll be speaking at retreats and she'll be doing all those fun things, because what we're here to do is to continue to unleash the hearts of this world. And I know that she's all for that, and I'm excited to have her on board. So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Anything you'd love to leave our listeners with today?
Yeah, I know that sometimes the first step can be so scary, the first step of choosing yourself, because it may be something that you're not used to doing. So if anything of what I said or what Abigail said speaks to you, I know the first step is scary, but we are here with our hearts open to be here with you. So even if you just want to send a message like, hey, this resonated with me, or I have more questions, do reach out, because that's why we are here. And I am just so excited. I can't believe that we're at this point. I'm so honored, so blessed, so grateful. So I'm so excited to meeting everybody, reaching out to everybody, and you will be seeing a lot more of me. And thank you, Abigail, for bringing me in.
Yes, thank you. And thank you to anyone who tuned in. If you like it, if you love it, if you're excited, reach out, share this, and we will see you soon. Have a good one.